Chapter 2. What was lost? The fire had long since died, leaving only pale ash and the faint scent of charred pine. Cael sat alone beneath the rock ledge, the blanket draped over his shoulders, doing little to fight the chill that crept in through the trees. He hadn't heard the voice again. Maybe it had been a dream. Maybe not. But in the silence that followed, the forest no longer felt empty. It felt expectant, like it was holding its breath. He closed his eyes, leaning back against the stone, letting memory take him. He and Taren had been born less than 2 years apart, sons of a blacksmith and a weaver in the riverside town of Greystead. Their home had been small but warm, its walls always echoing with hammer strikes or the gentle hum of thread pulled taut. Their father, Taren, was a stern man, but not unkind. He believed in strength, in duty, in keeping your word sharp as steel. Their mother, Elira, had been softer. Eyes like dusk, hands always smelling of lavender and flax. She died when Cael was 13. Fever, quick and cruel. After that, it had been the 2 boys and Taren, bound together by grief and survival. Taren was always the louder of the 2, always first to leap from the riverbanks, first to steal a kiss from the baker's daughter, first to swing a sword with wild laughter and reckless fire. Cael had been his shadow, quieter, more watchful, but no less capable. They were opposites that sharpened each other. By 18, both had joined the King's Guard, following their father's path. Taren had served in the old wars, and though his hands had since become blackened with forge work, he still trained them in the yard at night, swinging a hammer like it was an extension of his will. Taren was promoted early. Cael followed, always just behind, always watching his brother's back. There were scars on both their bodies from the same battles, cut from the same blade, just an inch apart. Then came the patrol in the north, a routine sweep of the border villages. Taren volunteered first, and he didn't come back. No body, no report, just a letter, a sword. A silence that pressed into Cael's chest and never left. Taren hadn't spoken for 2 days after the news, and when he did, all he said was, "Find him." Cael left that night. He hadn't returned since. A branch cracked. Cael's eyes opened instantly, one hand already gripping the hilt of his sword. But nothing moved in the gloom. Still, the feeling remained, like something was listening. He exhaled through his nose, trying to steady the tremble in his chest. He thought about Taren's crooked smile, the way he used to hum while sharpening his blade. The stories he told by firelight, most of them exaggerated beyond belief. He wondered if his brother had felt this too. This weight, this silence, this presence. Cael looked up at the canopy, just barely visible through the mist and tangled branches. "Where are you, Taren?" He didn't expect an answer, but the forest gave him one anyway. A faint sound, like a whisper, just beyond the trees. And this time, he was awake when he heard it.